Oh, I don't think it was even live. Y'all probably couldn't even see me. I was just sitting here explaining that I was setting up my new microphone, and it took me a little longer, so I apologize. Six Oaks Farms, SJD News, Miguel, Al Southful, Amherst, Bill P, Brian O. What's up? How y'all doing? Appreciate you guys. Everybody that was in the studio waiting for your boy. Yeah. How you doing? Oh, John, how you doing? I gotta turn that back up so I can actually hear. John, how you doing, brother? Dan, how's everybody doing? Southern PA Community Watch, Mini Trucker, Press Harder, what's up? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Don't worry, that was not a beer. It's just my classic Red Bull. Taco, my bro, what's up, buddy? Taco Terry in the building. Fair lady, how you doing? American Mom, what's up? Big Len, I apologize. I got a new microphone, was trying to set it up, and it took me a little while. Actually, I got a new microphone and a new camera. So, thanks for Black Friday and giving me all those good deals. Actually, this is probably a good way to segue into something that I want to say. So, I was ultimately paid by the brand Exter that I worked with almost instantly. So, it was perfect timing. I was able to use that to go out on Black Friday and get myself a Wave 3 microphone as well as the Razer Kaio Pro camera. So, upgraded both of those for shit, a hell of a steal. So it definitely was less than I think what they paid me to do the ad integration. So yeah, it was cool. It was nice to be able to put that right back into my stuff and get it. I'm sure the microphone doesn't sound as good as it should or as good as it could. So I'll have to mess with like the EQ stuff and get into it. I just hooked it up. But yeah, it was it was cool. That kind of allows me to segue into my next thing. It's become apparent to me, not only through YouTube videos, but through a letter they sent me, that there's been some things coming to light about a recent sponsor that I worked with called Established Titles. Um, and now I do want to say, while it is a little upsetting to find out that there was like a law in 2012 passed in Scotland where technically you're not the landowner, so you don't own the plot of land that they're talking about. But I do want to be clear. What's up, Denver Metro Audits? I do want to be clear about the video that Scott Schaefer posted, and it is very misleading in the sense that he compares it to coming into someone's home and stealing from them. And I don't think that's what they do. They don't tell you they're going to charge you this much and then charge you some like other crazy amount or something like that. They're very upfront from the beginning that it's a novelty gift. It's something fun and cool. They explain that you can't change it on your driver's license or your passport or things like that. It's just on like uh, business cards or like your Costco card, your Sam's Club card, or like little fun things, novelty fun things. So while it is upsetting that you don't technically own the land, the company has donated money with their sponsors to plant 2 million trees or over 2 million trees. So they also do some good work as well. So the video that he posted is very misleading. There is some good information in there. It does bring a lot to light. I don't know if I will be working with them in the future. It's something that I will definitely have to do some more research myself on. But I wanted to apologize to you guys for not doing research in the first place. When they reached out to me, it was a sponsor that I see a lot of YouTube channels work with, a lot of big YouTube or big name YouTube channels. A lot of channels that I myself subscribe to and watch use established titles as a sponsorship and work with them. So I kind of just gave them the benefit of a doubt. without doing a whole lot of research. And that is something that I apologize for. And that's something that I will have to get better at in the future. So I just wanted to let you guys know kind of like where I stood on it, that I did apologize, or that I do apologize for. Um, Not doing some better research, but at the same time, I did want to stand up for them in the sense that the guy's video was very misleading. They don't steal anything from you. They are very upfront from the beginning that it's a novelty gift. You can't change it on your thing. They are going to donate money for the trees to be planted. They do own land in Scotland. I think it's a little ignorant to use the fact that the lady was born and raised in Hong Kong as like a way to discredit her work or what she does and to make it kind of a personal attack. But at the same time, there also is some good information in his video, and it is very eye-opening to see all of the different businesses that were involved in that and just kind of how that whole like fail ventures things works. But again, that is something that I will have to do better research on, own up to, and get better at in the future. So I appreciate everyone that watches my videos, who stood up for me when people started to make ignorant comments about the fact that I worked with them. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of be transparent about that with you guys. Let you know how I was feeling, see how y'all were feeling, and let you know where we're going from there. Like I said, I don't think I will be working with them in the future. Um, it was something that I gave the benefit of a doubt to because other YouTubers were doing it. And it was one of those, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it situation? And unfortunately, this time, yeah, I jumped without looking. So that's on me. Yep. But I do like the fact that they did plant 2 million trees. So, you know, they're very upfront about it being a novelty gift, and they planted the trees. You can't be too mad at them. There's some other issues going on there you can be mad about, but at least they did plant the trees and things like that. But yeah, greetings from Montgomery County, Maryland. How you doing, Montgomery County? I was just out there in Gaithersburg last Friday. I graduated from Broadneck High School, and my high school was playing Quince Orchard in the state semifinals. Unfortunately, we got our ass whooped and lost, so it was a nice hour and 10-minute drive to see that, but I would love to go out and support them. And even though they lost, I still think they're an amazing team. And I'll be going out next year to watch the games as well. But yeah, was just in Montgomery County last week. Clinton, I was talking about how I worked with the established titles sponsor. I just kind of wanted to like let everyone know how I was feeling about that and what was going on. And yeah, so I just kind of spoke about it for a minute. How's everybody doing? Harford County here. How you doing, Harford? I haven't really come out there and done too much work. I need to get my ass out there more. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Appreciate all y'all. 70 y'all in here. Got started about an hour later than I wanted to. Everyone that's joining now, I was letting you know that I was setting up a new microphone and a new camera. So it took me a little bit longer to get things going. But Erica, PG County, what up? How you doing? I was just at my doctor's in PG County. It's right there, like it's like right behind the Coles and the Lowe's. I think it's a Lowe's. It's like a Coles and a Lowe's and all that shit. There's like a big building right there, that intersection off of, I think it's like Excalibur Road or something. And yeah, it was actually very sad. I didn't mean to shake that. It's the last time I'm gonna see my doctor. Not this is the last time that I have to go. It's just his last day being at the practice. He needs to take some time off to help his wife. She's having a surgery, and then he will not be returning to the practice after that. I think he's moving on to greener pasture. So definitely a very sad moment because I love my doctor and the network of people I have, but I'm also very happy for him that he will be embracing the change and moving on. But yeah, it was right there. Riverdale. I'm not sure where Riverdale is. Not sure what Riverdale is. I'll have to check that out. Papa Chuck, what up, brother? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, is Coke Dog in here? Is Coke Dog in here? I don't think I saw him. If so, Coke Dog, I heard you were up at the Gettysburg thing with Lincoln Square Leonidas. I just missed you. I got there probably about 20, 30 minutes after you left. So, oh, Minnie Apple, Fair Lady, how y'all doing? Unindoctrinated, John Eagle, DMA, John Denicola. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Press harder. Anybody got any questions out there for me? Go ahead and shoot. 10 minutes from College Park. That's not too far. I got some work I got to come do in Berwyn Heights. It's a small town outside of College Park, probably about the same distance. What other hobbies am I into? I don't really have very many like hobbies at the minute. I just be chilling. I be doing this, just playing video games with my friends. I rescued that dog. Unfortunately, I can't have the dog where I live, so grandma is fostering the dog right now until I find somewhere for the dog and myself to go. But I was doing that. I was also um watching my roommate's family's dog, so I was kind of doing that as well. Yeah. Have you heard anything from the prosecutor after the election? No, John Denicola. They will not be pressing charges on that man. The state has refused to prosecute him. They're assholes. Yeah, they're big dickheads for that. Energy and frequencies is the future of all things, especially food and medicine. Yeah, absolutely. What exactly got you into auditing and how is Granny? Granny's good. Hold on, I got this like itchy spot on my head. I think my hat's fucking with it. So ultimately what got me into auditing was the Maryland Capital Department of General Services police. Sorry, I gotta fix my hat. I tried to go into the courthouse in Annapolis, and the bailiffs wouldn't allow me in for not wearing a mask. So I went and got a mask and came back and put it. God, this is October of 2021. 20, yeah, October of 2021. So I went and got the mask. I put it on because I had a court date and I wasn't trying to get in trouble or deal with any of that shit. Then they wanted to know what company's vaccine I got, when I was vaccinated, where I got it at, how many doses I had, how I felt the last 14 days, just a bunch of like things that they didn't need access to or have the right to ask me, considering other people were just walking in the building without having to answer any questions. I informed I wasn't trying to answer it, da da da. It's a very early video on my thing, you can see it, but they assault me, push me out of the door. It's like a big scene or like a big whatever, da da da. I end up leaving. I come back 2 days later to try and do the same thing. Oh, almost have to check over to try and do the same thing. And I wear a mask while walking up so that there's no issues this time. And they still try to hit me with like you got to answer these questions, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hey, look, man, I don't want to answer any questions. I don't want to say shit. I just want to go to the security checkpoint, go about my day and do my business. Well, they're not having it. They assault me again. They push me out of the courthouse. And that's when DGS police shows up. Guy tries to tell me that I have to be wearing a mask out here on the public sidewalk outside the building. And I'm like, first off, I have a mask on. Second off, this is a sidewalk, so I'm going to take it off. We kind of argue. His lieutenant shows up. I had actually called this guy for help before I went there, so this didn't happen. And he was no help. He's a dickhead. So he shows up and is basically like, I'm going to trespass you if you don't get 1,000 feet from the courthouse. We kind of have a back and forth about it. I explained to him that the public sidewalk he can't trespass me from. I'm not creating a disturbance or anything. I'm within 18 feet of the shoulder line, blah, blah, blah. We go back and forth. He gets mad because he gets embarrassed and he came and followed me. He got in his car and followed me to a private parking lot and waited for me to go into a restaurant and then stole my car. I had my car towed. So when I came out, I thought it had been stolen. It was actually just them. So after finding it, locating it, and dealing with all the bullshit of getting the release form, ultimately I had a warrant for my arrest because they didn't allow me into the courthouse. So I had to get a quash motion to get that taken care of. Then I had to get a release form to get my car. Then I had to go to the NBA and get the tags back because the police took it off there for some reason. And all this shit. So when I tried to file a complaint on the guy is when he kicked me out of the lobby and was like, "Nah, you can't file a complaint. Fuck that shit." And ultimately kicked me off of the police property, wouldn't allow me to file a complaint at all, give me a form, nothing, just a straight dickhead because he knew I was going to file it on him. Unfortunately, he was the highest ranking officer there. So when I call back for a supervisor or help, he's the guy they give me to. He doesn't want to help me. He doesn't want to answer shit. He's a straight dickhead. So he hangs up on me. I call back to try to get to some lady, the captain's voicemail, because she had told me to call her if I needed anything. He's like, "Yeah, look, if you call back, I'm going to have you arrested for telephone misuse. Don't come on our property. Don't shit." So I call Annapolis City Police and I'm like, "Hey, I just want to clarify what is their property and what is city property so I don't get arrested for going on either one of them or going on somewhere I'm not supposed to be." Um, they're like, "Okay, cool. We'll send somebody out." So then I call back to the front desk of DGS and I say, "Hey, listen, can you please just transfer me to the captain's voicemail?" They won't take a message. They won't transfer me to the voicemail, nothing. As I'm on the phone walking around the outside of the complex on the public sidewalk, not the police property, is when six of them approach me and I'm walking. I go to make a right on the crosswalk, and that's when the guy's like, "Get over here, sir," grabs me and like they grabbed me, try to wrestle me to the ground, da da da. Threatened to tase me. They just acted like assholes. I was very early in my treatments, and my spleen was still swelled up, so I had to go to the hospital because I was in severe pain. They just acted like dickheads. I eventually got to the commissioners, got released on my own recog, and that's when I was told, listen, you're allowed to file a complaint. That's legal and lawful business. You have the right to do that. And because I had videotaped everything that was going on, that kind of really started like my audit thing right there. I was like, okay, legal and lawful business. That's where I started to research what that meant and kind of what that was. And that's where I learned about the Maryland trespass statute and legal and lawful business being a part of that. And so, yeah, that right there. And Lieutenant Chadwick of the Maryland Capitol Police. I know they have assholes that watch my videos and listen to all my shit. So, Maryland Capitol Police, DGS, Lieutenant Ronald Chadwick is the reason that I audit. He is specifically the reason that I go out with the camera and audit to make sure that these public employees are respecting our rights and shit because of him, because of the way that he acted and the way that he treated me. I realized that other people were dealing with this shit too, all over the state, all over the place, and it wasn't just me. But he was the spark that ignited the fire under my ass that got me out here auditing. So, very good question, Erica. Very good question. Sorry, I was long winded in that. Um, I have a very strong conviction in my heart about that situation and what was happening. Now, ultimately, when I tried to file the complaints, hey, thank you, brother. Thank you, God so love. I ultimately went back, filed the first complaint. It wasn't stamped as received or anything. Then the second time they tried to tell me if my name wasn't on it, they weren't going to accept it. The third time, grandma went with me and they were like, "Look, we gave you one form. You put all of it on one form and that's what you get. Now get out of here. You're going to get arrested, both of you." We leave. I go back a fourth time to turn in the form that they gave me, and they're mad because I made my own copies. They're pissed. So that's where like the girl, the first lady starts off and she's like, "Oh yeah, no one's here to take your thing. No one's here to help you. I don't know what to do." And just like shrugged her shoulders and it's like, "So it's fucking Tuesday at 2 o'clock. What do you mean no one's here to take it?" Then like I kid you not, 10 seconds later, she walks around. She said, "There's no sergeant here to help you." Then she walks around the corner and goes, "Hey, yo, Sarge, listen to this." And I'm like, Sarge, what do you mean Sarge listen to this? You just told me there's no sergeant here. Then like six of them showed up, da da da. And that's when the chief had me arrested. Now, ultimately, the charges have been dropped, and I beat the case where the chief had me arrested. Um, they're still trying to prosecute me for the original case because they just don't want to admit they're wrong. They don't want to. But because they're pressing that and we're actually going to go to trial when I get found innocent of these crimes that they're falsely perpetrating upon my character, I will be uh, taking legal action. I don't want to say too much, but I will definitely be seeking repercussions for their behavior. Here's my phone. Oh, it was. I dropped my phone. No. But yeah, I will ultimately be seeking repercussions for their behavior. Big old dickheads. Yeah, fair lady, they're never there. Like whenever you need to turn in a complaint or speak to a lieutenant or a sergeant, oh, they're on the road right now. They're not here. Sorry. No one's ever there. Scotty, love you too, brother. They do. They do control us of violence. They're dickheads. Tim Boots, what's up, buddy? Curtis YZ, why would they cry so hard? Because they're a bag of bitches. They're a bag of bitches. Section 1982 lawsuit coming right up. Exactly. Exactly. 6X. Thank you. Get right back. Now, 6X, you may be. Oh, Bob, appreciate you, brother. Send me an email. My man, thank you. I'm going to check that out. It may have gotten sent to the spam section. Six Oaks actually emailed me a while back, and his original one did. So I'll make sure I check both of them for that, brother. But yeah, Six Oaks, you may know this. I believe. Oh, my shirt says support the troops. Support the troops. Big support the troops guy. My granddad was an airman first class in the United States Air Force. So I am a big supporter of the military and the troops and the sacrifice that they make. I don't always agree with the conflicts that we get into, but I support the troops themselves because those men and women make a big sacrifice and do some serious shit. That's something that I don't think I could ever do. So, good to them, man. They're more courageous and more uh, brave than I am. So I'll support the shit out of them. Make sure no one sets you. I know they try to set me up. My dad was an honorary best friend of the Coast Guard. Hell yeah, Erica, that's dope. I love like what's the word? I what do they call them? Brats. They call like the childs. I love the fact that like they have so many like army brats or Coast Guard brats and stuff like that around here in the Annapolis and like surrounding county. I think you just said you were from PG, right? Yeah, it's a big like military area. It's cool, man. So there's a lot of like military appreciation and support and just like a big energy around that movement here. It's pretty cool. Appreciate the live updates. Thank you, Unindoctrinated. Shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so 6X. I think here in the state of Maryland, if they falsely arrest you in that situation, I believe it would, and they try to prosecute you for it. Not only would it be malicious prosecution, but I think it's also defamation of character and false imprisonment here in the state of Maryland. I may be wrong, but I think those would be the things that it is. I know that it would be defamation of character for trying to prosecute you for those false crimes. I know that would be one of them. I saw something about Larry Hogan on here a minute ago. Fuck Larry. He's a bitch. Governor Larry Hogan is having a celebration event tonight at Maryland Live. Oh man, shit. All right, I gotta go. I'll see. I'm just kidding. I should go up there and fuck with him though, man. Put his ass on camera. Uncle Larry. He's probably up there betting on the games. He got the defamation requires malicious intent. Very hard to prove in court. I know that's kind of what I'm going through right now with the Capital newspaper. When they wrote that article about me, they wrote it and kind of combined me and Long Island Audit into one person. They said that I went to the post office and did all of this stuff. They also said that they had to buy this metal detector. Well, I spoke with someone from the police department, and that metal detector's been in this fucking closet down there for like 4 or 5 years. So when the security audit said in 2018 that you guys need the metal detector here, they already had one in the closet of the police station. They just never put it up. They tried to use me as the scapegoat for why they put it there. So, yeah, I tried to email, or I tried to FOIA all of the emails, and the city just, oh, Caddy, thank you, Caddy Cox, I appreciate you, thebomb.com. They just didn't even respond to my NPIA request. They just stopped responding to them. I reached out to the state ombudsman. The state ombudsman reached out to them for mediation, and they refused to do mediation with me. So now I have to contact the attorney general and have them do something about it. But they don't care. They literally do not give a shit. So yeah, they just didn't respond to it. They were like, "Yeah, no, we're good." I got locked up for a week for just like drunk. Yeah, he is a dick. Fuck him for locking you up. He is a dick. You were spot on. I know it can't be audited. Now my buddy, wait, freeformaryland.com. My buddy actually works as like a private event organizer for Maryland Live Casino. Actually, I got to go to the Capitals uh playoff game last year where they ended up losing, and it was like that was their final game. They lost, I think it was like Tampa Bay or somebody. But yeah, I went to that game and got in the box suite. It was cool as shit. So that was hosted by Maryland Live, and maybe I could get him to secretly video for me. You can sue them for failure to provide. I hope so, because this is ridiculous, man. They just didn't even respond to the last couple of them. They were just like, yeah, no, we're good. At first, they would respond and be like, we don't know what information you're asking for, or you need to be more specific. So I added all of the things from the Maryland does like a Maryland Public Information Act request, like handbook or guide, where like they give you all of the guidelines for what it is you can and can't do, how to do it. And it says in there that if there's like an issue with them not knowing what I'm asking for, that the entity is supposed to work with the requester in an attempt to provide the information without mediation having to be made or having to be done. So I put that on there that, hey, this section, 4.351, whatever the hell it was, says that you guys should actually work with me in an attempt to provide this. I also put down that if the information went by a different name, or they uh, stored it under a different like file, like whatever da 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 entity that I than what I asked. Like I did everything, dude. I followed all the guideline protocols, put everything in there. There was no way that they could not just provide the information. So they were just like, okay, we won't respond at all then. Like I've never seen that shit before. They don't even care. They violate FOIA. I ended up having a FOIA in my area, fought for me, and got everything. They know Tom would be calling the state. Yeah, they're straight dickheads, dude. That's what they do. They'll just sit there and like deny the information. I had that issue in Laurel when I was very early in my auditing career, and I went to Laurel, tried to FOIA some information. They acted like dickheads. They wanted my name and all of this stuff. Well, through that argument of me telling them that they don't need my information, I had responded on my phone to an email, and my phone was set up with an automatic signature. So it sent my name. So the lady Ruth Hyatt went and told the officer that I was asking for the information on, that I was asking for it, and gave him my name and all of this stuff. And that's actually the reason that I no longer live at grandma's house. So that person was actually grandma's son. She's not my real grandma. We just have that relationship. She's a cool ass old lady. My grandma's passed away. She's cool as shit. So she's kind of like assumed that role and we have developed that relationship. Her son is a police officer in Laurel and just a huge dickhead. So as soon as he found out I was requesting information on him, he was like, look, either he goes or I don't bring your grandson down to see you anymore. And I'm like, look, I'm not going to make you do that. Like, you don't have to choose between me and your grandson. That's fucked up that he would even put you in that situation. But I'm not going to make you make that choice. I'll make it for you and I'll leave. So I ultimately left and I don't live with grandma anymore. But that is why that all happened, because Ruth Hyatt went and told him, "Hey, Terrence Falter is sitting here asking for this information on you. Do you know him?" Da da da. So I filed a complaint on them. The officer didn't get in trouble. They tried to say that her son didn't get in trouble because he didn't do anything wrong by running my information on his computer and trying to like tell his mom all these lies about it. It's just dumb shit. But they did say in my complaint about Ruth Hyatt that they found that she violated protocol and she was wrong for doing what she did. So they actually did punish Ruth. Now, I don't know what happened, but it was cool to see him actually say, oh, somebody did something wrong. About fucking time. But yeah, that was a funny one. You can file for judicial review in circuit court for a denied or unresolved FOIA. They'll give a court order for it. It's pretty easy, actually. Shit, Six O's, can you email me about that, brother? That would be fire. I would love to get that information because they also they threatened to fire my cousin. Basically, they were like threatening my cousin with unemployment if he didn't get me to stop doing the audits that I do. So that was a weird one, and I asked for that was weird. I asked for shit. My bad. I just read a weird text message from someone who works in one of these police departments around here. What the hell was I just talking about? Someone tell me. I got brain fart. What was I just saying? Da, 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 da. I know I was talking about a FOIA or something, some sort of information. Yep. Nope. There it went. Right out the window. Uh, I literally don't even know what I was saying. I just read a text message and forgot all about it. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Clean my glasses off too. They're mad dirty, but yeah. General provisions code and a person may not willfully or knowingly violate any provisions of this type of film. Yes, I definitely need to do that. Your brother's unemployed. Brother's not unemployed. Nice try though. My brother actually works two jobs and he's a single father. Thank you though. My brother's job. I know I was talking about the complaint being oh, my cousins. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So my cousin works for the city of Annapolis, and they were threatening my cousin with unemployment. Thank you, Lou. My cousin with unemployment if he didn't get me to stop auditing, and it was fucked up. And it's honestly caused like a big rift in the family, an awkward scenario that um, I know he tries to like ignore and be like, yeah, like it's not that big of a deal, and I'm not upset. But I know it upsets him because he really cares about what he does. He works with like the youth sports around here in the city, and he does a lot for like the young kids and making sure they have access to different activities and sports programs. They even got a school bus with a basketball hoop built on the back of it so they can go around to different neighborhoods where kids don't have basketball hoops and they can play and set it up. It's fucking awesome, man. He really loves his job and he really cares about what he does and he's happy about it. And the fact that they threatened him with unemployment because they're dickheads and they don't want to admit they were wrong fucking really frustrates me, man. And like they thought it was going to scare me into not auditing, but it didn't. So now they've tried to file those false burglary charges and misuse of a telephone and filing a false police report, all because I did that wellness check because they didn't want to answer the door. And it's like, okay, well, then answer the door. It's a public door, it should be open. I should be allowed to come in there. When you're back behind it whispering to sneak out of here, he doesn't know who you are, that you work here. It makes me worry for the people behind it. It's not a false report. That's a real report. You should have answered it. But yeah, that was their response when I didn't stop auditing after they threatened my cousin. They now filed bogus charges on me, and it's bullshit. That's what I said. Burglar is entering a space to commit malice. I wasn't even trying to commit malice. I was just trying to stand there at the front as the police had instructed me to do. Buttheads. Yeah, they're dicks, man. They're just trying to do anything. Damn, I think that's scratch. I keep trying to clean that off. I think it's like scratch or something's like stuck on there. I'll need to get the cleaner out later. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, there was no malice in my actions that day. I was told by the police to stand there, so I just tried to stand there. But yep, ultimately for some other updates, the staples are out and feeling good. I got them out like a week, I think like a week and a half ago now, and everything healed up really nicely. I don't really have a big scar or anything. The lump has kind of gone away, so that's feeling good. Um, I didn't really make too many videos this month. I hadn't gotten out there too much. My camera was broken at first, and then I got a new handheld camera, and then ultimately got a new chest camera as well. So we're back in the game. Got both of them going again. I think I may have actually fixed my GoPro 4. Um, in which case, Erica, the headaches have finally subsided as well. Thank you. I still had them even after I got the staples taken out for like 3 or 4 days after that, man. It was probably like 2.5 weeks of headaches. That shit sucks. I never get headaches, and it felt like my eye was gonna pop out of the socket. So definitely a weird one. Thank you for asking. Appreciate you, homie. Um, yeah, it definitely was not fun feeling for sure. All right, now I know 100 people watching. I appreciate all 100 of you guys watching. You guys are the bomb.com. It really makes the difference, and it means the world to me for the supporters and the people that come out. Because without y'all, there would be no reason for me to do this. I would be just doing it for myself and speaking to a blank wall. So y'all the bomb.com. Let me read some of these other joints. Make sure everything's okay. Everyone's all right. I appreciate everyone that comes out to see Blanda, Loose Skunk, freedomfrommaryland.com. Stay fresh. Got to love. Darks. Savaria. Bob Weiler. Yeah, yodabomb.com, man. I appreciate you guys watching from Wales. Hell yeah. What's that? Ozark Mountain Grizzly? Is that how I say it? Yeah, Ozark Mountain Grizzly. What up, buddy? How you doing, my guy? Adam B, Pale Emperor, The Daily Audit. Y'all are the tits. So, um, my next court date coming up is actually on my birthday. Do I tell you guys my birthday date today, or do I wait until the actual birthday to say something? But yeah, I swear they did that shit on purpose. It was originally like on a court date and then they canceled it and rescheduled it for my birthday. I swear they did it on purpose. Great job dealing with that crazy lady. Yeah, she was mad over the top, man. She was just freaking out and like screaming for nothing. And I was like weirded out when animal control showed up. I'm like, are you here for her bull dyke ass or me? Oh, we can call each other. Yeah, I think we should call each other these names in real life. Are you saying we should call each other these names in real life, or we should just call each other in general? Now I'm confused. He said, "Don't catch it." Really, thank you, Eric. Appreciate you. You keep saying bomb, and it makes me think about when you told the mayor that your camera doesn't shoot bullets and he intentionally. He said bullets. Is that safe? Is that okay? We're scared. Guys, this guy got stomped by an old man. What more needs to be said? Yeah, I got stomped by him so badly. Stomped so badly that it had to take him two other friends to take me down. Appreciate it. Robert Wolf, what up, brother? Dear Lord, keep Taco Terry safe. Lordy, oh Lordy, I never roam again. What's your opinion on the blue line? That shit's gang signs. Whatever, just the names are great. Yeah, I do like the names. They are good names. But yeah, the blue line gang. I'm not real big on like the gang symbols or that like blue line shit, man. I just feel like look, man, we're all playing characters in this video game called life. And regardless of whatever character you choose to play, we're still in this game together. And that's what we need to remember, man, that like you might have a job to do and you might be a police officer, but you're a human being first. I feel like if everyone remembered that, it would be a better place. And it's not just for the police officers, it's for all of the video game players. If we all remembered that at the end of the day, we're human beings first, I think the world would be a better place. So, yeah, I don't really agree with like the blue line gang shit. I think they should just not try to make it about this like group or this like I don't know, man. I just feel like that whole blue line thing adds like a whole nother like layer of shit to it. You know what I mean? Like they could just be normal human beings, but when they start doing this blue line stuff, then it makes people think that they're in this like cult or group together and they all like stand up for each other and like hide stuff for each other. And they're all doing like nefarious things and doing it together. And I just, you know what I mean? I don't need that shit, man. We're all human beings. You're right, fair lady. We are all human beings, you know? I agree also term limits on government employees for sure. Blue line definitely equals more division. Yeah, it's another like thing to divide us, another tool that can be used to divide the people, and that's not what we need. Man. We got to be together. We got to be together. News now, Victoria. What's up, buddy? Team US strong, keeping the swine in line. Irish Rover in Florida. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm also like a big believer in like energy transference. So like I just try to put positive energy out there. It's like why in my audits you guys will see me like singing songs sometimes or like being funny or like just trying to be like I don't know, not a robot with these people, man, because that's what I am. I'm not a robot. Like each interaction is unique and individual and it just needs to be what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, like embraced. I don't know, man. I just feel like if everyone just tried to spread more positive energy and put more positive energy out there, the universe would reciprocate and bring positive energy back to you. It would bless you with positive energy. And I think if we all did that, man, it would just be a better place. I want to see the unicorn costume again. The unicorn costume has been retired. We traded it in for the taco costume. Um, man, should I? All right, hold on. I'm gonna give y'all a funny one. Everybody, stay here for 1 second. All right, everybody, wait 1 second. I got something planned for y'all today. Everybody loved Taco Terry. But how does everybody feel about Triceratops, Terry? We are officially in the Triceratops gang. Vroom vroom. I'm in me mom's car. Vroom vroom. Get out me car. So, yep, Triceratops Terry is officially on the scene. So be on the lookout for future audits featuring my new alter ego. Yeah. So this is me. This is my new alter ego and Pterodactyl Terry. That one would have been good too. That would have been a good one. I also have another costume planned out that I'm not going to show you guys yet that I'll release, and I think it's a funny one too. But um, in other news, I do have. Oh, let me grab my hat. My hair's probably messed up from wearing that. I do have. Well, actually, I kind of already did it, but the video hasn't come out yet. I got something new planned, and you guys are really gonna like it. It's a nice little surprise. So, um, I got something planned for like the good eggs, the good employees, the good officers, the good people that are out there. Come on, autofocus back on me. The good people. So I've already actually ran into a scenario where I was able to do what it is I wanted to do. I just haven't posted that video yet. So I believe it will come out tomorrow and or the day after. So stay on the lookout for what it is I'm going to do for the good employees and the good eggs. I think you guys will be surprised and really like it. My bad. I wasn't even reading the chats over here. I was stuck in that Triceratops uniform. I'll go back and read these later. But yeah, so I got some new costumes planned out, and then I also have some things planned for the good employees to make sure that they know that their good deeds aren't going unnoticed or that their good work makes a difference and that it really does matter. You gonna come back to Calvert? Absolutely. I will be back to Calvert very soon, actually. Calvert was where I think Calvert was where that guy tried to block me from the WIC office. He was trying to thank you, Six Oaks. He was trying to see them titties for himself. He didn't want me to see the breastfeeding mama. He was trying to hog them yitties all to himself. You should contact your local ACLU or Institute for Justice. Yeah, the ACLU does help people out. That's a good one. But yeah, I just I mean, I don't do this just to like stir shit up or just to be a dickhead to people. I also like to reward, shine light, and bring attention to the good eggs as much as I shine light on the bad ones. Unfortunately, the good ones don't get as much conversation, but or I mean as much traction and as many views, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna post the videos of the good employees, just like Miss Kathy Kirk Danzler, who is the administrative director for Rockville, and she was super cool. So I went and took her back up a package of Dunkaroos. Through speaking to her, she did not know what Dunkaroos were, and I never had them. So I bought her a 6 pack, and the next time I was driving through that way, I stopped in and dropped them off for her. And then she called me and said she liked them and enjoyed them. So yeah, I like to reward the good eggs and make sure they know that their good work is appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed. Pig costume, that would be funny. River Rat, what's up, buddy? I have a bacon cookout outside the courthouse. That would be funny as hell, too. I'm sure they were trying to find some way to say that I'm not allowed to have a fire in public or, you know how they get dickheads. That would be a funny one, though. Can we get a trash can slash seawall update? Yes, Lou, I will go back down there. I've been reading on Facebook that the police have not been unlocking the gates recently. So The land is public land, but it's managed by the Navy for some reason. So the Navy police are the ones that are supposed to come down there and unlock the gates, and they haven't been. So we're only allowed trails in that property 8 days a month. They have it locked all the other times. So every Friday, or what's it, every Saturday and Sunday, and then some Fridays, or maybe it's every Friday and Saturday and one Sunday. But yeah, either way, it's only 8 days a month that we're allowed to use it. So they've been locking it, not getting it open, and the people on Facebook have been pissed. So they've been putting a lot of information out about calling there and making sure the police are coming down and opening it up. Like if you show up and the gate's locked, you got to call them, wait like an hour for someone to find the key, come down. The one day we were there and I was actually setting up the trash cans, they had to come and cut the lock because they forgot where the key was and lost it. So definitely a weird one. There's some big dickheads, but yeah, we could get an update on that. That would be cool. Thank you, Lou. That's something I will definitely do here in the near future. They all like candy. We all do that. I like candy. I'm like a big old kid. I like candy. Yeah, the pig costume would be funny as hell, though. I heard through the grapevine that the elections worker that assaulted me has a cousin who is a district court judge in Montgomery County. So I'm sure that also has like a role to play in the state not charging him with shit. Because it's all about who you know, not what you know. Mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna have some updates coming out about that small town with the drunk mayor, North Beach. Yeah, somebody, a good subscriber, his name is Seamus Judge, Seamus Judge. That's like his little like acronym or his like YouTube name. Ultimately, he was able to, through the public information system, get the credit card reports and a list of who's authorized to use them, the policy about using it, uh, a couple of different things about like the credit card policies, and just a list of all the different things. So I've been going through and breaking down what money was spent where, what things stick out to me, and it's very concerning. I'll just say that. Um, I'm pretty sure that a city's credit card is supposed to be used on the city, excuse me, the city only. So, like, when I see multiple, and I mean multiple charges to casino resorts, just resorts, even the ones that don't have casinos, hotels, multiple charges to multiple places on the same weekend in Ocean City, Maryland. It makes me a little concerned. Why is the entire town, or I guess the staff, because there's no reason one person would need to spend $2,200 at a casino resort? Why are they all going there? I didn't. Eye-opening for sure. So, yeah, I'm doing some work on that. Hope you guys an update soon as to who's spending that money, where it's going, and what's happening. Jumping off of that. Unindoctrinated, appreciate you for coming out, brother. Approve Taco Terry. I will, brother. I will. I think I actually already posted a screenshot of some of the things. They spent money at Alex and Ani, which is a jewelry boutique. I don't know if they have like brick and mortar stores, but they're definitely an online boutique, and that's where they spent the money. But it was like $198 at Alex and Ani, and that is not something the city would ever have to spend money on. They do not sell anything that the city would need. or at least something that the city couldn't buy cheaper from another vendor. The fact that they're buying shit from Alex and Ani is also very concerning. Um, Shit, they spend like $600 a month to a licensing company in St. Louis just so they can play movies and music and shit like that in public. It's just, man, you haven't posted chat, so some actual proof of corruption. This is a joke. Uh, Actually, yeah, I have. It's in my community post. You're just retarded, but thank you though. Could be for a trophy, honor, retirement, or similar. True, but man, shoo, with all the other things on there, it's definitely very concerning. It's definitely very concerning. So, but yeah, that's why I've been trying to go through it thoroughly before I jump the gun and post anything and say anything that I shouldn't. So, I've been trying to go through very thoroughly. Prostitutes, escorts, and the mayor's cocaine. We know that for sure. We know for sure he's on the yams. Oh, well, good. I'm glad, AA. I'm glad I can provide you with some comedy for a few days. Anything for you, brother. Glad I could help your shitty life out for a few days and provide you with something funny. Anything for you, brother. I know, right? You know, uh, he, uh, I like when that old man cracked your head open. It was so funny. Son, okay, for whatever reason, someone tagged me in this chick's video the other day that she made of me. And I don't even know how to explain it. It's the like weirdest voice. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose or what, but you watch it and she's like, "We're in a zone. It's called the frauditor zone. And we're here today," and she like just has the worst list. But I don't mean to make fun of her, but it's true. But like I feel like she's doing it on purpose, and it is, oh my god, it's just too much. So I tried to watch the video someone tagged me in, and I got like 30 seconds into it. It's like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not watching this shit. I can't stand her voice. And it has like a little bear as the avatar. She doesn't even show herself. I was just like, dear God, I can't watch this. I can smell the alcohol from here. I got beat down by an old man. He beat me down, man. He beat me down bad. I had to call my mommy. People are funny. Like, I just don't understand why, if you don't like me or what I do, why do you come here? There's people that comment on every single video that I put out, and they'll comment in the first 10 minutes, which means they obviously have notifications on for my stuff. But they'll comment and be like, "This is boring. This sucks. You suck. Your videos suck." Ugh, and it's like, but then why do you continue to watch it? Like, look, I don't care. Y'all can say whatever you want. That shit don't bother me. I don't give a fuck. You can say anything you want. You can crack on me for the old man situation. Y'all sit here and say shit about my mom. Y'all say shit about grandma. I don't give a fuck. I love it. I love it. It fuels me. It adds to the algorithm. It lets me know that I own real estate in your head rent free. I can put a condo in that motherfucker with how many times you come here and comment on the shit that I post. I love it. But I'm also very concerned because, like I said about being human beings that come together, I'm concerned about you guys, man. Anyone that puts that much effort into something they don't like or like hate is the word I'm going to use, has some mental issues, man. I'm worried about you. That's like watching a TV show that you hate every single day, all day. Like it- something's wrong with you, my boy. You need some help. So, from one human being to another, you can comment all this shit on my channel. I don't give a fuck. But please, in the meantime, seek some help. Please. I'll be the dartboard for you to throw shit at for as long as you need. But please, in the meantime, get some help. What did Michael Jordan say? Stop it. Get some help. It's just, man, I'm worried. You're right, fair lady. Attention's attention. That's why I love it. Like when they comment and they sit there and bitch about my shit, they don't realize that it adds to the algorithm. It gets me a view, a comment, an interaction, and it fuels me. They're also subscribed to my channel. So when a subscriber watches my video and comments, it does even more to fuel it. But they don't like see it like that. They're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna comment and I'm gonna tell him he's a piece of shit. That'll get him. I'm gonna comment and I'm gonna tell him that his shit sucks and he's a crybaby and the old man beat him up. That'll show him. That'll get him." And it's like half the time I don't even see y'all shit. If I get 1,000 comments, what makes me think I even see your little whiny ass comment? But when I do, it makes me laugh because I'm like, you literally sat there at your house, came to my video that you claim to hate, scrolled down to comment, and then sat there and actually typed that out. You really typed that out and hit send on it. I'm worried about you. I know it's fucking hilarious. Like, fair lady, I sit here and geek on that. I go tell like my roommates and friends about that shit. I'll be like, yo, listen to what this dude said. Now I will give there was one troll who commented something. He was like, you think you think you're surfboard and Corvette, but you're really just electric scooter and rubber ducky. You ain't shit. So that was the best thing I could have ever read. I was dying laughing. I showed everybody that. I was like, yo, this is probably like the funniest troll I've ever seen in my life. Working dead end jobs, still living at mom's, just like Taco Terry. I'm loving these lads. It's funny is all these mods are probably working dead end jobs. Now you're mad they're working dead end jobs before you try to complain that people are unemployed. And now you're complaining they're working dead end jobs. Jesus. Can't win with you, can you, buddy? I know. I love it, Lou. I love it. They like, whew, that's why when who was that channel? Fraud or Troll made a like a music video about me and they used a not Leonard Skinner. They used a Led Zeppelin song and made it about me. And the dude like put it up and goes, "Oh man, I worked 8 hours on this video. I hope you guys like it." And it was complete shit. It was the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But it made me so happy to know that I own so much real estate in that man's head that he spent 8 hours making that piece of shit. You spent 8 hours making a video about me, dog. Like I love it. I love it. I piss you off that much. Hell, I shared it. I posted it on my community thing. I go, y'all, go check this out. Check this shit out. I tried to post it and promote it for him. I wanted people to see it. I thought it was awesome. Here he is right here, Jeffrey Donnelly. This kid right here comments on all my shit. Literally. He's in here on my live stream. Jeffrey, you comment on my videos in the first 15 minutes, my boy. You're subscribed to my shit. You cry on every single video. Are you okay, bro? You soon be a convicted felon, if not already. I am not a convicted felon. Thanks that you can actually go run my case search if you want. My name's Terrence Tracy. You spelled it right. Terance, buddy. One R. That's like when people comment on my thing and they'll go, everybody should know this piece of shit is a registered sex offender. I'll literally comment and go, this is my full name if you want to go check for yourself. And then they'll just end up deleting their comment because they know that when someone goes and checks, they're going to realize they're wrong. Man, people are weird. The fact they do shit like that. I love it though. I love it. It means that, like, not only have I pissed them off that much, but it uh, fuels my shit. It fuels my content. It pushes my content forward. These people also like go as far as to call wherever I go out to. buildings and be like, yeah, I saw this video happen. This is how you can file a privacy complaint. File a privacy complaint. And then they'll sit there and file on themselves as well. Like they'll literally file privacy complaints themselves on like somebody for somebody else. And they'll be like, oh yeah, this is me in the video. And it's not even them, but they file it in hopes that like my video gets taken down. Shit's hilarious. I am. Frauders exposed. I am extremely scared of you, bro. Please don't expose me. Don't do it. Please don't tell people my full name is Terrence Tracy. Oh man. Oh, do I have a mixtape like your outro? It's fire. I do. So actually, that is my buddy's music. We used to make music in high school, and he does. Here, let me get that info. I'll post it here. Now, the song that's where is it? Where is it? The song that's in there is actually from a different channel. It's from his old channel. So I'm going to give you the link to the song itself, and then I'll also give you a link to his channel. So that's a link to the song. That's in my outro. That's the entire song. Cha cha ba ba bow. Let's see here. Let's see. I got you, Deli. There's no problem, brother. And then that's his new channel where he posts all of like his new music or like if he does make any music. He doesn't make too much too often. But yeah. I have 2K subs and get more live stream viewers than this clown biscuit. That's my fucking ass off. That's good, brother. I'm glad for you. That's awesome. That's really dope though. So that's pretty cool. I'm proud for you, Scott, or whatever Mark or whatever the fuck your name is. Yeah. You can also download all of his music or most of it via mixtapes off of datpiff.com. It'll be on datpiff. And then that's where you can find his mixtapes. It'll be under Kyle O'Shea. Hey, brother, come to York, Pennsylvania, and get the Justice Center to let cameras in. Um, I was actually in Gettysburg a few weeks ago or actually it was like last weekend for the parade thing. I was up there with Lincoln Square Leonidas, First Capital Transparency, and then there was like a random guy that came up to hang out with them as well. His name was Dan. But yeah, we were out there. I don't know that I'll be coming to Pennsylvania to do any work just yet. I got some I got some stuff at home base I need to take care of still. And then I can here I'm moving the mic around. Then I can kind of come up that way a little bit more. But yeah, for right now, oh, I muted this and I don't know how. I muted this and I don't know how. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know how I just did that. Is there a mute button that I hit? What did I hit? You can hear me? Oh, I can't hear myself. What the fuck? All right, that's fine. As long as y'all can hear me, that's all I need to know. All right, cool. So, yeah, for some reason I can't hear myself. That's weird. Anyway, hey, but yeah, I gotta take care of home base first before I come up there. So, but yeah, it was cool to go up there for the like Gettysburg thing and help out Lincoln Square and just kind of check out the parade and what was going. Y'all can still hear me? Everything's good. Y'all can hear me? I'm gonna wait for someone to comment and let me know. 'Cause I can't hear myself in the thing anymore. And it's coming up red. I don't know why. Every Dahmer in the chat. Yeah. You can hear me? All right, cool. All right, bet. I can't hear myself, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so I ultimately I don't really want to come up there and do too many like audits by myself or be doing like too much Vegas Valley Community Watch. What's up, brother? What's up, Joey? Joey. I think it was Joey or Joseph. So I ultimately don't want to come up there and do any audits until I have done everything I need to do in Maryland first. So I'm finally starting to get down to like some of the southern counties, St. Mary's, Charles, things like that. You saying letters to them. So start. Yeah, he is. He is a stalker, but they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery there is. So let him. If he wants to imitate me, cool. I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm cool enough that he wants to imitate me. He wants to be just like me. Nah, it's my initials. Want my name? I'm not afraid of clowns. Well, then, yeah, give it to us, buddy. Sure. Give it to us, homie. Pass that shit. I don't know how I muted this. I'm still confused. I can't hear myself. I'm glad y'all can hear me. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. But it is very weird that I muted myself somehow. Huh, very weird. Very, very weird. But yeah, imitation is a form of flattery. Absolutely. Yep. First kind of transparency that you can feel with him. Yeah, he's cool. Tom's really cool, man. We were out there. So was Lincoln Square. It was a really, really good time out there, man. We had fun. You're making me giggle. Anytime, fair lady. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make everybody laugh and have a good time. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. I love the videos, man. Did you see you pushed a fake company? I did. I brought attention to that in the very beginning of this video. But I will say Bionic Man, it's not a fake company. While ultimately the company is based out of Hong Kong and not Scotland, it is not a fake company. They have donated and planted over 2 million trees since it's in there or since its initiation. And they're very upfront with the fact that it is a novelty gift and that you can't change your name. You're not an actual lord, that you're just engaging in Scottish customs through a novelty gift. So they're also very like upfront and clear about it in the beginning. But yeah, I brought attention to that. There are some few things that need to be like researched on and looked at more thoroughly before I engage with these companies and take money from these sponsorships. But again, I saw that other big name YouTubers were working with them, so I didn't even think twice about it. I just went ahead and worked with them, and that is my fault, and I apologize for that. I should not have done that. But at the same time, I will say that the Scott Schaefer dude's video is also very misleading because at no point in time do they come into your house and steal anything from you. So it was kind of weird that he had referred to it like that. But oh, no, I think I did lose you guys. Oh, I think I lost you guys now. The thing just started like blinking. Yep. Okay. Can y'all hear me? This just started blinking. I don't think my mic is working. Why does it keep okay, again, I just put this mic in for the first time today. So this is my first time using it. I did a little test run and it was working, but now it wants to update its firmware apparently. All right. Worried about. No, I am using the Wave 3. It is the Elgato Wave 3 mic, and I'm also using the Razer Kaio Pro webcam. I will say that the webcam is the shit. It was like a $200 webcam. It was on sale for like 89 bucks. And it is thebomb.com. Pull my finger. Okay. Here, Rich, give me that bad boy now. Yep, yeah, absolutely. We're in the learning curve right now. We got to figure out why it went and muted my earphones. I didn't even like really do anything. I just moved it back a little bit, but there's no like button. I don't see like a button I could have hit or anything like that. So I don't know how or why, but we'll figure it out. As you said, yep, it's just a learning curve. We're all getting there together. I saw one of these idiots just talking about me meeting real people or something. If you worry about me meeting real people, you can literally come down to Annapolis and meet me. I'll meet you, buddy. He's never experienced police brutality or police misconduct. You're right. I've never experienced it. It's just in a video. Yes, I am talking about Lackluster has used established titles. I've also seen it's called Grand Line Review is a channel that does reviews on an anime called One Piece. And he also does a channel called Dude in a Room, and he uses it. Patrick CC uses it. I've seen Logan Paul from Impulsive use it. It's yeah, a couple of different people, couple of different big name channels. What did you just say? Jerry lives on a golf course with his rich parents who own a restaurant. Yes, that is exactly where I live. I live on a golf course with my rich parents and they own a restaurant. Yep. Spot on. Damn. How'd you figure that out, bud? Who gave you that info, man? Who told you that, man? You shouldn't know that. I'm so rich. Fuck. Everyone's gonna know I'm rich now. Ugh. They're gonna know I'm so rich that I didn't even have fucking health insurance when I got diagnosed with my shit. I was contemplating not going to the fucking hospital because I didn't have health insurance, but I'm so rich. My guy. Shit kills me. I am like the furthest thing from rich. I will say that now I'm some gangster. No, I'm not a gangster, bro. I am fucking 5'8" and 150 pounds. Fucking soaking wet, white kid from the suburbs. I am not at all. Anyway, I am very lucky that I was able to live in a suburban area in a good school system. I went to a blue ribbon school, one of the nicer high schools in the nation. So I am very, very grateful for that. I am in no way, shape, or form rich. I wouldn't consider myself poor either. I would consider myself and my family working middle class people. I was raised just by like blue collar redneck folks, just everyday people. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm rich I'm rich in what's the word I'm looking for? In optimism. I am rich in joy. I am rich in positivity for the future. And I am rich in being blessed by all of my subscribers and all of the love that they sent me. That's what I'm rich in. Yep. I'm alive. Absolutely. I'm alive. I'm very rich, rich in character. Absolutely. Yeah. See, y'all the bomb.com. This is why I love my subscribers. I'm rich in a lot of things. And while it might not be monetarily, I'm rich in 1,000 other ways. And that's all that matters. Bro, my Thanksgiving was so fucking bad. And dude, okay. I went out on Thanksgiving Eve with my buddy Trey. Excuse me, we were downtown. We were having fun. Came back at like 10 or 11, chilled, and he actually wanted to leave at like 2:38. He got a ride instead of crashing here in the guest room. So when he went to leave, I went to walk down the stairs and let him out. And I always wear my slides in the house because it's a hardwood here. Now we have like rugs in the hallways and shit, but not on the stairs. and I didn't. So I slipped on the stairs in my socks and fucking fell down the stairs. And when my leg came up, my foot hit the handrail, and I'm pretty sure I fractured the middle toe of my left foot. It is like as purple as a Ravens jersey for the last couple of days. And like any pressure on it hurts. Like when I push down to step or walk, it hurts so bad. So I got it taped onto the other toe. Everyone I talked to said even if I went to the hospital, that's all they were going to do for me is tell me to tape it. There's nothing they can do. So yeah, I hurt myself like a dumbass and busted my elbow all up like a retard. So sorry, I shouldn't have said the R word there like an idiot. But yeah, it will. It'll heal. I'll be all right. Luckily, my neighbor was the one that invited me over for Thanksgiving. I was dog sitting and stuff, so I knew I wasn't going anywhere for Thanksgiving. I wasn't traveling out or anything. And my neighbor offered to bring me over some food because I was in shambles. So I sat on the couch and watch football with the dogs all day because you can never be rich enough. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm rich in all of the love that I receive from my subscribers and my watchers and shit. Man, I consider you all my friends. You know what I mean? I'm rich in all of the uh, positivity and the words of affirmation and the donations of monetary and just the overall positive energy from my subscribers. That's what I'm rich in. I'm rich in love, man. I feel very loved, and it's a good feeling. It's also good to see people come on here and say these nice things because it reassures me that the work that I'm doing is appreciated, it's well received, and it makes a difference. It might not make a difference to everyone everywhere, but even if it makes a difference for one person, then it's worth it. And when I see you guys come on here and say these nice things and encourage me to keep doing it, it lets me know that it is making a difference, that it is meaningful to somebody. And that shit matters, man. Like I said, like regardless of all these trolls, man, fuck these trolls on here. Fuck whatever they got to say. I appreciate every single one of y'all, even them, for coming on here and doing what you do, supporting me, pushing me forward, propelling me into the future, which is vastly unknown. It's a very scary world out here these days, and the future is a very unknown, uncertain leap that we're about to take into. But you know what I mean? I'm just glad to have all you guys behind me when I do it, man. I'm just glad to have y'all with me. It makes the difference. Bob Weiler, you to bomb.com. No, man, you rock. You rock, Bob. Trolls can suck it. The Generation X from wrestling back in the day. Suck it. Have a coffee sometime. Thank you. Thank you, Doc Sevilla. Remember that that's going to come in very remember your comment in a day or two when my video comes out. Just remember that. Have a coffee sometime, okay? Because that is a statement that is going to come up in my video here in a few days. So I appreciate your donation, and I also appreciate you giving me an opportunity to drop a little spoiler or give a little hint out there. That's awesome. Bomb.com. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all have no idea how much that shit means to me. Even if I didn't make a single dollar from this YouTube shit, man, just the fact that you guys come on here and say these things and encourage me to keep doing this stuff is enough. I've said it multiple times. Like it's not about the money. Now, does the monetization and the ad revenue and the sponsorships and the donations, does that help? Tremendously. Oh my God. You guys have no idea how much that helps out. The cost to do these things, the equipment, gas, Public Information Act requests. When you get them, those things aren't free. They try to charge you out the wazoo. It's 25 cents per page, and then they also want to charge you for the hour or 2 hours that it took the records person to get there, and you need to pay their side. That shit adds up. Parking at places, food and shit. If I'm staying out somewhere, that stuff adds up like very quickly. So it helps tremendously. I know the trolls will sit there and be like, it's all about money, da, 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 da. And it's not all about money, but the money helps tremendously in doing more work and keeping the work going. So yeah, like obviously if I was dead broke and had $0 and I wouldn't be able to put gas in the car, I wouldn't be able to file these requests, I wouldn't be able to buy cameras and equipment, I wouldn't be able to do any of that. So the money helps tremendously. The donations, the revenue, the sponsorships, it all adds up and it all ultimately helps fuel the channel and spread the message and uh what's the word I'm looking for? It ultimately just contributes to the overall movement of the 1A community. So yeah, I know they say it's all about it, or they're like, if you really cared about it, then you wouldn't take a single dollar. And it's like, okay, then why do your troll channels take money? Why do you guys have monetization? Why do they make clothes? And why do they do this and have Patreons? And I don't have Patreons and do all that, man. Like, I don't sit here and post on I think I've posted once or twice on Twitter my videos as like a link, and I've done like one short on Instagram. I'm just not out there posting on all these other social medias and doing all this and that. Like the YouTube and then cross posting on Facebook is good enough for me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm more about trying to go out there and actually push the message in person or get the work done than I am sitting here and posting on all these social media pages. I wish I had like a video editor or a manager or like a producer that could help me do those things. So hint, hint, if anybody out there is available for those type of situations and wants to help me run the social media pages and or is a video editor, I may be looking to hire somebody to do that. So reach out in my email annapolisaudit@gmail.com and let me know what you're thinking, what you're doing. Bob, appreciate you, brother. Sorry I didn't say thank you when I saw your last donation. The name of AA Outdoors. I know he's such a big fan and wants to support you, but he has no job. Thank you, Bob. Yes, we all know that AA Outdoors is a lame ass and has no job and wouldn't be able to support me, but he wants to support me. So thank you, Bob, for covering him. YourTheBomb.com. We can call that his Christmas present. Yep. 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 AA Outdoors, I see you commented again. Please thank Mr. Bob Wilder for making a donation for you. He's the Bomb.com. We do. Thank you, Anthony Weaver. We have big cojones. We're like Randy Marsh in that episode of South Park. Wheelbarrow in front of him, and he's singing, I'm a Buffalo Soldier. And his nuts are just massive. Uh, Huevos of Steel, baby. I still haven't figured out how to get my earphones to play either. Very confused here. What about now? What about now? Y'all hear me again? Can you hear me again? You hear me again? We good? We muted? Damn it. No, we're good. All right, cool. Yeah, that was weird. I tried to bring the sound of the earphones back, but I'll fuck with it later. I just don't care. Brandon, what's up, buddy? My guy, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Yeah, it's weird. So I got a microphone that has audio jack, so I can also hear myself and try to be Willie Mack. What's up, brother? Subscriber number 27 in the house, my boy. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, I try to get a new microphone, and that way I could have better sound quality when I do these live streams. I want to do more live streams. I want to start coming up with a better system of like what to do during these live streams. That way it's not just like me talking and rambling the whole time or looking for questions. I want to be able to have like updates ready to go. I want to have maybe like some other auditing videos from smaller channels that I can bring up and do like reviews of or live reactions of. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing some more live streams because exactly, fair lady. I know you guys love them and I love them as well. So it's definitely something that I want to get into. When am I going to get a job? Says G. I will get a job as soon as my health gets better, as soon as I am able to go to work again and I am no longer in the state of health that I'm in. I'll definitely get a job, brother, for sure. You're saying these things like I didn't used to work 16-hour shifts at a restaurant, go party all night, sleep for like an hour, and get up and go work a 7 a.m. double all over again. I used to bust my ass for 11 years in the restaurant, brother. I miss not working. That shit was awkward. I woke up like, what am I supposed to do all day, every day? It's like when somebody works for 40 years and then they retire and they don't know what the hell to do. And they're just like pacing, looking for something to do, looking for something to get into. Shit sucked, man. I wish I could go back to work. I wish I could interact with the public in a different way as well. I wish I could go serve my tables and take care of the people. I love meeting those people, man. Every table was like a new interaction. I would meet a new family. I would get to talk to them for like an hour, depending on how long they were there, and a lot of them were cool, man. I wasn't like a robot. I was like you know, just a unique, normal person that would actually bond with these folks and talk with it. Willie Mack, thank you, brother. Yo, my guy. Fucking love you, dog. You the bomb.com. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I would just try to engage with these folks and have a good time with these folks and make sure that they enjoy the time that they were having at the restaurant. And it was fun, man. It was just something to do. And I miss them. You know what I mean? I miss my customers and I miss going to work and doing that. I miss my coworkers. I miss working at a big restaurant with fucking 40 employees and having a good time. But at the moment right now, I can't really go back to work like that. So it sucks, man. But one day I'll be able to and I will. But in the meantime, I'll continue to do the Lord's work. I will continue to go out here and expose this corruption. Exactly. Yes. As soon as the cops start doing their job correctly and then stop killing innocent people and acting like dickheads. I have actually, Erica. I had spoken to Calvert County about it, and the lady gave me the number to reach out to. Now I did leave a voicemail. I think it was like 4 or 5 days ago. I haven't heard back yet, but I did reach out to them. So yeah, going on a ride along is something I definitely want to do. I want to be able to see the law enforcement officer's job from like the other side. I only ever see them when they come out and make interaction. I never see like the in between. I never see the stuff that goes into getting them ready to come out, the actual dispatching, what it is they do in between the calls. You know, you see them sometimes parked in parking lots. Are they actually running radar? Are they just chilling and bullshit? So that's something I'm definitely very interested in and it's something I want to do. So good question, brother. Persistent. Good question. I called out the election fraud. Yeah, that's what they do, man. That's what they do, Bionic, man. They try to silence you in any way. They try to scare you into not saying anything or not taking action against them. But don't let them do that, brother. Cop Watcher in St. Mary's. Anu Day, there is somebody down there named A Young City is his name. And he does a lot of like cop watching and going out. He does a lot of watching the state troopers. That's who he watches more than anyone. His name A Young City. Took me a while. Yeah, yep, A Young City. He's cool as shit. I spoke to him on the phone a couple of times. I need to let him know a couple days ahead of time when I'm coming down there so we can link up. When I called him the other day when I was going down there, he was actually headed to a doctor's appointment, so we weren't able to link up. But we're getting there. Just chilling. Do you have a schedule for your life? I don't yet, Delios. I used to want to try to do at least like one every week. Um, but I don't know, man. I get bored being like the only person here on the panel too. It was cool when I did that joint one with Lincoln Square and First Capital Transparency, and then also shit, somebody else came in. Fuck, there was another auditor that came in. Now I can't even think of it. I got his email on the thing. He he put me on to News Now Ninja. He or put me in contact with News Now Ninja. Damn, I can't think of the fourth auditor, but yeah, it was nice to have some other people in the chat, so it wasn't just me trying to keep the conversation going or entertain you guys the whole time. I don't think I'm that cool or that special that I'm able to entertain you guys the whole time. I definitely don't have enough shit to talk about. I think I'm pretty boring. So it's nice to have other folks that I can piggyback off of. Dark Severia, thank you again. Unibomb.com, man. Or Miss, if you're, I don't know. It's 2022. I can't even ask the question if you're a boy or a girl anymore. Just know if I say brother and you're a sister, that don't take offense to it. I appreciate you, brother. That goes for anyone out there. If I say appreciate you, brother, and you are actually a female or identify as a female, don't take it personal. Everybody's a brother. What's that? He's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. It's kind of it, you know what I mean? Like, we're all brothers here. Cop Citizen News. It was AEC. Thank you, fair lady. Yep, thank you. It was Auditing Erie County. Yo, unibomb.com. Where is it, fair lady? We need to hook her up. Unibomb.com. Yeah, it was Auditing Erie County. That was the gentleman that was in there. So he ultimately had actually put me in contact with News Now Ninja as well. So I appreciate him. He's cool. But yeah, it was nice to have those three in the chat or in the stream because then I didn't have to keep the whole thing going myself. So that was a cool one. There we go. All right. I had to hook her up. Cheetahbomb.com. Yeah, Dan's cool. Yeah, that's what his name was. Dan. There you go. Yeah, he was cool as shit. I wish he was able to make it out to the actual event that we were doing. So that live stream was based around going up and doing a video in Gettysburg. And we went up and helped Lincoln Square Leonidas do some filming and kind of just like film for him. We were letting him take the lead, and then I kind of was just in the background filming whatever it is he was doing and filming for him. Now we ran into the police chief up there, and he was finally able to call out the police chief after 4 years of trying to catch this man out and about in a situation where he could do this. He just happened to be on the wrong street corner at the wrong time. Uh, they also would not let me get one of the French fries. The guy had a very big plate of French fries, looked beautiful, very tasty. I just asked for one. He wouldn't let me have one. And Lincoln Square Leonidas laid into him. Let him know how he felt about them covering up the it's a it's a stabbing. It's a triple stabbing in an attempted murder that happened to him from somebody else. The local government is trying to cover it up and hide it. So we're just helping him film. What was your favorite audit? Taco Terry, Police Dumpster Fire, Legal Center, Eastern Shore. Um, the hearing coming up is on my birthday. It's on. Oh, I don't want to say the date because then y'all know my birthday, and I don't want to get that out yet. But yeah, I do have a hearing coming up on the 8th. I believe this is I was actually, yeah, okay. I was driving back from the emergency room the first time that I went there. So I had not been diagnosed with anything yet, and they thought that I was fine. Or, I'm sorry, I had already been there the original time and been diagnosed with the blood clot. This is when I was waiting for my primary care provider because I had just got insurance when all this started. So then I had to find a primary care provider. And at the time, it was like the height of the pandemic, so they didn't have any openings for almost a month. So in the meantime, I had to go back to the emergency room twice. When I was coming home for one of those instances, I was pulled over, and the guy tried to say I was going like 12 miles an hour over the speed limit, but I was coming down a hill. I was coming down a hill. I don't think he was, it was just bullshit. And I'm almost certain I was not going 12 miles an hour the speed limit. He tried to say that my license was suspended. It wasn't suspended. He's an idiot. What it was is I had appealed a ticket that I got, and when they set the court date for it, they never sent me the paperwork, or like never, whatever it was, they didn't send out the proper paperwork to say, hey, the license is not suspended because he has an open appeal right now. So the dude tried to like arrest me for a suspended license, and I'm pretty sure he arrested me for that. Yeah, he definitely arrested me for that and charged me for like going 12 miles an hour of the speed limit, yada 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 yada. So I just have to go to court and show them the documentation that my license is valid, that it was valid at the time, that they just didn't send out the fuck. There's a three-letter acronym for the name of the document that gets sent from the MVA to the police departments to let them know, or to release, or from vice versa, from the courts to the MVA to let them know to release the suspension that is placed on the license. And they just didn't send that proper document, so they're dickheads. Spencer Honda, what up, brother? If you are the Spencer that hit me up on Facebook, what's up, brother? Unibomb.com. FR6. Yeah, I think that was it. I think it was an FR6 document. I was thinking it was three letters, but yeah, it may be the two letters and a number. But yeah, it's just like the document they send to say, hey, release it. Like if I had a fine that I had to go pay, and when I go to the clerk's office of the court and I pay the fine, they are supposed to send over like that letter or that document to have them release it, and they didn't because they're dickheads. If you ever want to check out some UK artists, Power to the Proletariat and Order British, good ones to watch, please in the UK. Abuse the terrorist section allows it search you. Damn, dickheads. Yeah, I'll check them out for sure. Um, did you see the one where he was being chased in front of the cops? You talk about me? I don't see like Florida cops there. Um, no, I haven't seen Casey Cameron Boy. I haven't watched too much of his stuff. I see some of these troll channels always crying about it, but yeah, I haven't watched too much of his stuff. Spencer Honda, what's up, brother? Welcome. Yeah, that's me. What's up, Spencer? Appreciate you standing up for me out there, brother. Spencer reached out to me on Facebook to let me know that some of these troll channels were talking shit about that assault situation that happened, and he was standing up for me. So I appreciate him. Any auditors you don't care for? No. I wouldn't say there's any that I don't care for. Um, I appreciate the fact that all of them care enough about the message to want to audit. I might not agree with like all of their styles sometimes. I think some of them are very provoking in their actions and their manner, and I feel like they try to stir up shit, as to where like I like to go out and just film the walls. Somebody will always say something to me, and it always ensues, and then I become a smart ass. But I never try to like instigate a confrontation, and I try to wait for it to come to me. So some of them do, yeah, they become very aggressive. They want to instigate that confrontation. They need it. They don't want to go out and it be a quiet, uneventful audit, because they want to make sure they get a good video. When in reality, I would love nothing more than to go out to a building, only have to be there for 5 minutes, no one say a word to me, and then I leave. Because while it might not be a video that you guys are going to want to watch, and it might not be something that gets a bunch of views, it shows me that they've been educated, they know, and they respect our rights. So if I'm only there for 5 minutes and I'm gone, that's a plus and that's a win for everybody. It might not get a bunch of views, but it's a win for society. And yeah, Some folks try to instigate and make scenarios that always turn into something big, and that's not what it's about, man. So there are definitely some folks that I don't agree with the way they do it, but if they I do have a Discord channel, but the fact that they care enough to like go out and support the message, I don't discourage them then. You know what I mean? They can go out and do what they want to do, but I'm not gonna like support it, or I won't ever go and do like a co-op audit with them, that's for sure. But no, I don't really like not like anyone. Yeah, here I'm getting the link for my Discord channel for you now too, brother. I need to remember to actually post on here more often, but yeah, invite people. Where's the link? Copy, bow, boom, copy. I know, Lou, I need to remember to come to the Discord more. If Lou is still in here, my guy Lou, yes, yep, Lou. I need to remember to post in there more. Eric Ritchie, what did he say? Eric, hope you get that backy out of me soon, brother. Yep. My neck, my back, my neck and my back. Ah, the doctor says I need a backy out of me. Who's that? That's what's it? It's Sir Smokes a lot or Sir Smokey a lot. I think it's Sir Smokes a lot from Half Baked. I'm almost certain that's who that was. Bionic Man, what's up, brother? How you doing? So I can stop using my phone. Erica, oh, you figured out the laptop. I know sometimes they are confusing as hell. Sometimes they are confusing. I do I do a lot of the dark severity. What's up? How you doing? I do a lot of the hardware so I can put the computers together. Very good with like the pieces, but I am not good with the software when it comes to like the actual programs and the doing the shit. Not too good on that. I need some help for sure. I definitely need help too. Yep, yeah, 6 Oaks. I like watching the good ones. Oh, I didn't realize I could show these comments up there. I'm an idiot. See, we're all learning. Samson. I want to talk to Samson. I'm basic. I can format uninstall. basic, basic bitch. Nah, just kidding. You're right, Eric. I'm just messing with you. Samson SSD. Yeah, I do. I have an SSD in my laptop, and then I also have an external SSD drive where I have a 4 terabyte drive that I store all of my GoPro footage from. So I have every video that I have ever taken on my GoPros ever. I save all of it. Every raw full clip, every single one of them, because you never know when in one of these court cases I might need to go back and bring that back up. So I have all of it saved, uh organized by date, county, area. Yeah, it's dope. So I try to keep everything very 4 terabytes. Yeah. I try to keep it all organized though in case I need to bring it back up. In case I need to bring it back up. Um Promote your Discord more. I know. Really? I did not know that. 500 people allows you to monetize and make more money for auditing. Discord, I think it's a great way. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. I just got Facebook sent me a thing saying I can do in-stream ads now. I don't even know how it works or what works, but they sent me a thing saying that I was like eligible for in-stream ads. So I was like, all right, cool. Let that ride, baby. That would boot up on 2 PCs, but not the one I need it for. Damn, that sucks. SSD is volatile memory and has a shelf life. No, that's not good. What should I be using? Cloud storage? I have a Western Digital 4 terabyte passport uh hard drive. The cloud. Yeah, damn. I guess I have to start paying for cloud storage. This is some booty cheeks. I have OneDrive. I think that's what all my stuff is also saved on. Because when I go to my files, I have to go to OneDrive and then go to my local or like then go to my users and then go to my documents and stuff. It all goes through OneDrive. Yeah, the mechanical drives are a little slow. I have noticed that it takes forever. Like when I pull the files off the micro SD card through my card reader and put them on the laptop, it's like a lot quicker than when I try to move it from the laptop to the hard drive. That shit sucks. Shit is horrible. Oh, I just saw a message from Bionic Man. I'm gonna check that out as soon as I get done the live stream. I saw that pop up on the side here. But yeah, that sounded good. I would definitely check that out for sure, brother. All right, cool. Yeah, so I have it through my OneDrive. That's dope. So it's already clouded then. Now, the OneDrive will only be what I have right here on my laptop though. So I only keep about maybe 100 gigs worth of files or like video files on here at a time. And then once it gets to about that high, I move it all to the 4 terabyte one. No, no, the sun dropped it. That sucks. Damn. I'm sorry about that, Erica. That sucks because there's those hard drives. Once those disks like break, man, they're hard. Now that stuff off of there. There's ways to get those files off and save them, but it is very costly. I'm pretty sure. Um, Spencer, head update. We're all good. Staples are out. Head is feeling better. Headaches have all subsided. The bump is no longer there, so it's completely healed. I don't think I have like one of those. I don't have like a big scar where you'll see some people when they have shorter hair and then they'll have like a big like missing spot from a scar. I don't really have a big one of those. It healed very nicely, and I'm very thankful for that. 500 gigs. Yeah, that sucks that they broke, man. That's a lot. 500 gigs is a lot of that's a lot of storage, you know what I mean? To just lose definitely sucks. It's like rechargeable batteries. They only have so many recharges. Oh, it's circuit reason why. Yeah, I can see that. Damn. Damn, thanks for that info, Darksparia. I would definitely make arrangements to get my stuff on a cloud storage. That way something doesn't happen to it. Because if I lost all of that info, I would be devastated. Oh, I can still see the thing from my boy Willie Mack. I appreciate you, Willie Mack. If you're still in here, brother. Willie Mack was subscriber number 27. He goes way back, but that's my man. That's my man, 500 grand. Michael Green, hey, bro, I watch your vids and I laugh a lot. You're funny. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I just try to, you know what I mean? I just try to radiate positive energy. I try to keep the situation lighthearted and, you know, not allow myself to get too caught up into it. I know sometimes when I'm out there, I let them bait me into situations where I get a little worked up and kind of act like a dickhead back to them. But usually, I just try to be like a funny smart ass and keep the keep the mood light. Like when they try to tell me, they're like, "Oh, that would suggest in our line of work, that would suggest that you need some sort of help." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do need singing lessons. That's for damn sure. I need some singing lessons." They're like, "Oh, fuck. All right. He's got us. He's got us." You got trashed by AYM in this video. Who's AYM? Who's AYM, brother? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is, brother. Thank you, Spencer. Appreciate you. Unibomb.com. Unibomb.com. Now, I will say that I am going to my primary care provider is also someone who helps out with like mental health stuff. So I am going to go and speak to her about all. I'm going to take these earphones off since I'm working right now. I'm gonna go and speak to her about all of the mean buttheads that have been picking on me lately, all of these county employees. So I'm gonna go speak to her about how all of this ignorance and how all of these physical attacks and all of this wrongfully calling the police on me is taking a toll on my mental health. So definitely gonna have it checked out and evaluated because they're being big old butt heads. 420 medicine time. It is 420 medicine time. I was supposed to take my medicine at 10 o'clock. Um, so actually I'm gonna go ahead and do that with you guys here. That was why my alarm went off 45 minutes ago. It was time to take my medicine, so I will do so now. Since you reminded me. Proton drive. 420 medicine time. Yes, it's always 420 medicine time for me. That's for dang sure. I'm a big old pussy when it comes to taking medicine. I gotta put I gotta put like the drink in my mouth first and then put the medicine in there. I can't just like throw the medicine in my mouth. That sucks. But yeah, I got my medical cannabis card. It's probably been about a year and a half now. Now, I will say that I started smoking cannabis when I was like 15 or 16 with my friends. We smoked in high school. I smoked like throughout the whole time since then. Recreationally, it was something I always just smoked the regular they call it flower, just like the regular cannabis. For so long for recreational purposes, I now use more of the like RSO, which is Rick Simpson oil, and the cartridges and things like that. It's a lot easier and a lot less harsh than the regular flower, but I like to use it because it ultimately helps me not have to take a bunch of other medicines. It cuts out an extra blood thinner. I don't have to take any opiate medications. I don't have to take my nerve medication. Um, it just helps with like the buffet of pills that I was taking when I originally got diagnosed, and it cut it in half, man. I mean, it's tremendous what cannabis does for medicinal things when you use it in the proper way. You're not just like smoking a blunt or hitting the bong with your friends when you actually like use it for its intended medicinal purposes. Works wonders, man. It's fucking magical. So I love it. I love the cartridges. I have recently started using the click pods. So not an ad sponsorship. I am not paid by this company, but this is Select. They make the click pods. It looks very similar to a uh da 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 Jewel. This is the breast cancer edition. The dispensary knows that I have cancer, so they gave me the breast cancer battery. It's pretty cool. Thank you for watching from Scotland. Appreciate you. Absolutely. Yes, the RSO is fired. I think I have a little bit left, actually. I don't know where it went. I have a tiny bit left that I've been hoarding for like 4 or 5 days. No, where'd it go? It might have fell. But yeah, I've been hoarding it for like 4 or 5 days because the dispenser here hasn't had any for like a hot minute. They've been out for a while, so I've just been like, no, just waiting, waiting. Yeah, waiting to get some more. We don't have them here. We have something similar. Where are you at, fair lady? Oh, that's right. Erica was in Maryland. Where are you from? Well, okay. If you don't feel comfortable saying that, I shouldn't ask that. I apologize. I shouldn't be trying to put your shit out there like that. Damn, 29 minutes a day. Sorry to hear that, Spencer. I had one of those pods, paid $50 for it. My battery was set too high. Fried it. Used those cards at max. Yeah, I use it on the lowest setting. I never put it anything higher. It blows through it. Yes. We hope Spencer gets better soon. Spencer Honda says he has two types of cancer and takes 29 meds a day, and that is a horrible thing to have to go through. So let's pray for my man and make sure he's all right. Make sure he's all right. New York. Okay. I damn, I haven't been to New York in a while, but I've never been to Connecticut. But I'm not too sure on the system up there. I think it's like decriminalized or like recreational. You can just like smoke out in the street or something, can't you? I think so. That or they just do it and the cops don't do shit about it. That's probably what it is. But yeah, I keep mine on the lowest setting so it doesn't burn through it. That's for sure. Oh, battery's almost dead. That's why. If we could all put a heart in the chat right now for Spencer, that would mean a lot. Everybody show him some love. Send a heart in the chat right now for my man Spencer. He deserves it. Anybody going through something like that is dealing with some serious shit. So, okay, it's got different laws regarding the medicinal and recreational. I figure that's how it was when I was out there in Colorado. It was kind of the same thing. We went to a building and we went in and then my buddy went to the left side and it was medical and I had to go to the right side. It was recreational. Now the only difference was the medical was cheaper than the recreational. It didn't have all the extra taxes and it was a little bit stronger. Like the recreational side, you could only get 10 milligrams per edible and it could only be up to 100 milligrams per packet. So you could get like 10 milligram pieces, and that was it. You went to the medical side, you could get like 1,000 milligram fucking Chiba Chew bar and get blasted. So it was a big difference for sure. It's probably it's probably gotten a lot better now, but yeah, it was crazy out there. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, no problem, Spencer. Anytime, brother. They're going through some serious shit right now. So man, you need all the love and positive energy you can get, brother. We're sending it to you. No, it's all recreational. They can't tax the medicinal side. That's good. That's good. They get so my amount is 120 grams of flour or 36 grams of concentrate. It all works out the same. Every gram of concentrate counts for 3.5 grams of flour. But I'm allowed 120 grams per 30 days, like recurring. So if I went out and I bought 119 grams today, I could only buy one more gram for the next 29 days. It's not 120 grams every 30 days, so you can get it, you know what I mean, and like abuse the system. You can never get more than that amount within a 30-day period. It's like a recurring or like a running it's like a running amount. I forget the exact word they use for it. But yeah, no, it's cool, man. I like it. I don't ever need more than that. That's for damn sure. I don't ever really come close to hitting my amount. I just get my little cartridges and I get my RSO and that's about it. It don't really take up too much. Yeah, they give a lot of free shit out here too. They not as far as like the actual product, but they call it swag. So they'll give out a lot of t-shirts, batteries, hats, pins, accessories, The local one here actually has a glass shop in the front of it, so they give out a lot of like little like accessories and stuff too, little smoking accessories. It's cool, man. I love it. My local dispensary here is one of the best ones in Maryland, and they have some of the best prices. So I'm glad to live like 5, 6 minutes from it. It's awesome. Anytime, Spencer. Anytime, brother. Always come. Whenever I'm doing live streams or whenever I got a premiere going on, come check it out, man. I got a good little community of subscribers here. I got a good little family going on, man. My squad is thebomb.com. We are top tier squad. I saw a while ago people were trying to say that the squad is what some like group of teeny boppers from the UK call themselves, like Cara Delevingne and some other dumb bitches or something like that. And it's not why I say squad. I say squad from like Star Wars squadrons, like the squad goals, like the squad. You know what I mean? Great community, squatters. Yeah, squatters. I love it. I love it. So Gold Leaf, yeah, yes, Brandon, Gold Leaf. I go to Gold Leaf all the time. They have the best prices on these click pods. Like I get a half gram for 25 or a full gram for 50. You go to somewhere else like Glen Burnie, what's it? Greenpoint Wellness. Dude, they want like 40 or $50 for the half gram and then like 80 for the full. It's like y'all are smoking that crack. Cannabis equals reptilian control. Yes, I am turning into a lizard from all of the RSO that I'm using, and I do not hate it at all. I have officially become cold blooded, and I have been growing scales, and I'm hoping to one day grow wings and turn into a dragon, where I can fly out there and bite your head off. And yeah, I said something very mean there. Mean has 1 gram at 30. Damn, that's a good price, brother. Where I will assume my final form and I will turn into a dragon and fly out there and take become the new reptilian overlord, and I will overthrow the government and usher in a new era where the reptilian race will rule the planet and cannabis will be free for everybody. Rah. Come on, dog. I'm a mermaid. Yes, I love it. I fucking love my squad. Y'all are so funny, man. Y'all are funny as shit. My cousin came back from vacation with a rubber band gun. The best $5 I ever spent. Shot that thing like 100 times fucking around the other night. John Cena Dragon. Yes, literally. And his name was John Dragon. And like fire shoots out. Kept fire these bitches one time. Go ahead and set fire to these bitches one time. This one's for the future, but y'all been nice, so I'm gonna give it to you early. John Cena Dragon. John from Dundalk won his protest, but he wasn't there. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. He may have moved on. They might have left early. He does do that quite often, though. He will tell you to come somewhere and then leave out if you don't get there in time. That's for dang sure. He's in Florida right now. I think he's checking out where he's gonna move to. Last time I spoke to him is what he said he was doing. That's right, fair lady. We're gonna run the planet. I rule the air, you rule the sea. Uh-huh. She's gonna take over Atlantis and usher in a new world where the sea people grow legs and rise up from the ocean and they overthrow the reptilian overlords. Rah! And fair lady rules them all. um Shit, he may have given you he may have given me your number and that may have happened. Give me my phone. Shit. That might have happened, brother. I'm sorry. I am horrible at texting back. He may have, let's see. Now that you say that, I actually do think he did. I'm almost certain he did send me your number and I just didn't reply. And if so, then I'm just a straight dickhead. But yeah, while I look for it, or here, yeah, BCO, send me an email, at Annapolis Audit. Oh, email you. Yeah, send me an email at annapolisaudit@gmail.com. I will hit you back. That's my bad, brother. If he did, I'm almost certain he did. So when he did, I apologize for not responding to you or hitting you up. That's my fault. He did. All right, I got your number right here, brother. I'm gonna shoot you a message right now. That's my bad, G. I apologize. He did say that. I think that was right around when my brother's case was going on. I do think that's right when it happened. But yeah, I shot you a text, brother. Sorry about that. I try, Spencer. You know what I mean? I don't like to like lean either way. I don't like to be like, oh, I'm there or that. You know what I mean? I'm just the guy in the middle who cares about everybody, man. I'm all about the fair and equal treatment of everyone. That's That's kinda like my niche. That's what I go for. That's what drives me. That's what, propels me to go out here and audit, is the fair and equal treatment of everybody. It's why when I was 6 years old and I was talking to the therapist that they had at the school, and she told me if I had 3 wishes, what would it be? And the first one was that everybody would be free, and she asked me to explain myself, and as a 6-year-old, I told her that there are people in the world that aren't allowed to do what they want to do, and some people are oppressed and not allowed to do things that they want. I don't think I used the word oppressed, but there are people that are like locked down and not allowed to do the things that they want to do, and slaves to different types of situations. And she was kind of like dumbfounded that a young kid would say something like that. But it also shows kind of like where my mindset has always been. I've just always been about everyone being allowed to do what they want to do and what makes them happy, and people being free and able to make their own decisions, man. It's just all about equal treatment. I don't like seeing other folks be picked on. That's why, like, one of my best friends, Charlie, we're friends because he was getting his chocolate milk stolen. I was a junior, he was a freshman, and they were stealing his chocolate milk and fucking with him. And I went over there and stood up for him, made him give him his chocolate milk back, and then brought the kid over to our lunch table and made him sit with us all year. So like he got props and he was cool because he was sitting with the juniors. But like at the end of the day, man, I just didn't like seeing the kid get picked on. That shit fucking killed me. So I don't know. I just like to be different, man. I'm a unique person, and I don't mean that in the sense of like I'm great or like da da da. I just mean like I'm not like anybody else. You know what I mean? There's only one me, and I'm me, and I only know how to be one way, and that is me. You know, so it might not be the greatest thing. It might not be the worst thing. I might, be a douchebag at times. I might be a savior of the people at others. But at the end of the day, I'm just a human being, man. I care, I try, and I do what I can. As I've said multiple times, I might not always go about it in the best ways possible, but I go about it in the best way that I know how to do, and it comes from a place of caring, man. It comes from uh, a spot deep within my heart that cares about everybody, and that means the trolls, the law enforcement officers, the dickheads in my videos, even those folks too. I care about all of them, man. I want to see all of them succeed. I want to see all of them do better in life, and I want to see all of them just be educated and not be so ignorant to the rights that we as human beings have. Like, we're born with these rights. They're unalienable rights. People cannot take these things from us. That piece of paper called the Constitution lets people know what they are, but it doesn't give us our rights. We're born with them, and no one can take it from us. And the more folks that know that, the less power the dickheads that try to take them have. So that's just kind of the mission we're on, man. I know they hate that I use logic, brother. They hate it. They hate that my brain thinks in a little bit different way. I look at shit from different perspectives, and that's why, like, when we're out in the field, when I'm out in the field and they say something like dumb or stupid, and I'm able to rebuttal it or point out the flaw in their logic instantly, it's why it makes them so fucking pissed. Absolutely, that's how I feel, man. I'll give you the shirt off my back and freeze my ass off before I sit there and watch you go without. So, hey, guys, what's up, buddy? How you doing, my guy? We're just chilling. I wanted to go on a live stream the last day of November, let people know what's going on, give them some updates and things like that. The True Patriot, what's up, brother? I made some comments. Courtney Elizabeth Robbins, how you doing? I made some comments about the established titles thing that was going on, how I felt about that, some updates about upcoming court dates. I had a guest appearance from my alter ego, Triceratops Terry, who will be making an appearance real soon. And yeah, it was a good little live stream. We made it for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Dear God, that's longer than I ever thought it would be, but a good time. It's a good time. Hell yeah, Kyle. Shoot me an email or a text or something like that. Not to be a buzzkill, but the government please let know about your medicine usage and don't think HIPAA is going to protect your best interest when they take you. What do you mean? You talking to me? You talking to me? Not to be a buzzkill, but the government slash police slash mayors know about your medicine usage and don't think HIPAA is going to protect you. Oh, I don't give a shit that they know that I use cannabis. I don't give a fuck. What they'll do is in your best interest when they attack you. And judge will condemn their behavior. You know, lawyer. I'm not sure what are we saying here? What's going on? What are we you talking to me? You talking to someone else? Courtney Elizabeth Robbins. I don't really have anywhere that I have like planned out. So the way that I do it is I don't like target somewhere and be like, okay, like this day I'm gonna go here to this building. I usually will if I have like some personal business to do somewhere, if I have to drive somewhere and file like paperwork or drive and drop something off, or if I gotta take something to somebody somewhere and there's a spot on the way that I can go, or sometimes I'll even just be driving by and I'll see a building and go, oh shit, I can audit that place. So I try to use whatever trip I'm already taking and make it like a two birds, one stone situation. Kind of do it that way. So I don't have anywhere planned out or pre-set up to go. Um, I've been going down south a lot recently, so I'm gonna try to head up north and do more up that area uh, this week slash next week. But yeah, yeah, don't really have anywhere set in stone yet. Ba, 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 ba. I'm still so confused. Was that person talking to me about the Savaria? Were you talking to me about them using my medical usage or medicine usage against me? I'm confused. Am against the press is AWOL. What is he not? Yes. You're documented needing mental medicine. I'm not documented as needing mental medicine. I don't take any mental medicine. Mine is for to help with my cancer. Mine's for pain, not mental purposes. Yeah, when I went and I got issued this, it wasn't for like anything medical. It wasn't for anxiety or ADHD or any of those things. It was for the pain for my cancer. Ultimately, I had a blood clot. It's called a splenic infarct. So it's a blood clot in my spleen and then a cystic mass growing on my left kidney as well. So my kidney, which is behind the spleen, was inflamed and swelled up. And then the spleen itself was inflamed and swelled up. So my diaphragm in my lungs, whenever I would breathe and or let the breath out, would take turns uh, squeezing on my spleen. So that's what was causing the weird pain in my shoulder that ultimately led me to go to the emergency room. That's how it all came about. I had a weird pain in my shoulder whenever I would breathe. And after 5 days of dealing with it, I went to the emergency room and they were like, nah, your shoulder's fine, dog. You're good. Go home. And I was like, no, I'm not good. And they were like, did another test and they were like, yeah, no, your shoulder's good, dog. Go home. Like, we'll give you one round of drugs and then send you on home. Like, that's what you're here for. And I told him, I go, look, I don't have medical insurance. Each one of those scans just cost me $600. I work in restaurants. If I really wanted one round of drugs, I would go find it for a lot less than $600. Be realistic. Keep your drugs and please do some tests. I haven't been to a doctor in 8 years. If I'm here telling you something is wrong, something is wrong. So they did an abdominal MRI, and the lady comes back with a wheelchair and a double dose of drugs and goes, I need to rush you upstairs to the oncology ward right now. You got a cystic mass on your in your kidney and a splenic and a blood clot in your spleen, which is splenic infarct. And I was like, oh shit. So it's not in my shoulder. Now, why the blood clot chose to manifest the pain in my shoulder, I don't know, but I'm glad it did because some people's bodies don't even let them know they have it. That same year, my buddy died at age 32 with a blood clot in his leg, traveled to his heart and killed him. He died that February. So I was glad that that December or that November, I was able to get help with mine. They were able to find it, treat it, and get it to go away. So I was very thankful for that. My buddy Alex was not so lucky. So it was a weird one. But yeah, I don't know why the pain manifested in my shoulder. But yeah, I'm glad that it did because it ultimately led me to find out the diagnosis, which also kind of put in perspective the way I had been feeling for the last like year or two. I just kind of felt more lethargic, more drained. I didn't have as much stamina as I normally would. Um, I found myself being a lot more tired, a lot harder to get out of bed. I would get dizzy a lot easier when standing up too soon. So a lot of like side effects and things that I just took like as for granted for getting older. I'm like, oh, I'm getting older. That's just it is what it is. Um, it kind of puts in perspective why I was feeling that way. So good to know. But yeah, absolutely fair lady. Always trust your gut. Never trust these dumbass doctors and always trust your gut. Even after that, they tried to tell me that I was fine. They were like, "Oh, you just had a blood clot. We gave you some medicine and blood thinners. You should be good. You should be good." They just kept saying you should be good. And I just kept being like, "Yo, something is not right. I'm telling you. I'm telling you." I even had to have this social worker from my oncologist office come in. I originally had Janine Warner down here at Maryland Oncology, and she was just like a bitch. She did nothing, did no test. She sent me to the ER for giving me she gave me 5 milligram oxycodones mixed with 300 milligrams of Tylenol and gave me three at a time, 5 times. It was like 12,000 milligrams of Tylenol in 48 hours that she gave me. And I was so sick. I was throwing up yellow bile. They said I have all they didn't say, the doctors didn't say. People said that they thought I had liver poisoning from the amount of Tylenol that I was taking. I was just sick as a bitch. They said, stop taking that right now. I stood up for myself. I would not allow them to tell me that I was fine and just to do what da 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 da. And as I started to argue with the lady, the social worker came in. It's like, is everything fine? And she goes, yeah, 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 we're all fine in here. And I go, no, we're not fine. Get the fuck in here. So when I told her what's going on, the lady goes, are you serious? Janine, you haven't done a single test in 3 months? "Oh, well," and try to like argue why she didn't do it. And the social worker goes, "Janine, I'm gonna ask you again. You have not done a single test in 3 months of this kid telling you how he's felt." "No." "Janine, please get out of the room." And she literally made the doctor get up and leave the room. And she was like, "I'm so sorry. I apologize." She found me a new doctor at the practice who's super awesome. She got me a bunch of help in different uh outlets and groups that help people in my situation, and it was awesome that she came and helped. But yeah, if I didn't stand up for myself and I didn't trust my gut, then none of this would have happened, because I got called 2 days after that to get told about my actual cancer diagnosis. So then it went from, "Oh, you're fine, we told you you're good," to, "Okay, hey kid, you got cancer, you got to come back in here, we got to do some more tests right away." So don't let people tell you how your body is. You know something's wrong and you know you don't feel right, stay on them, man. Just because they have a doctorate degree doesn't mean they know how your body feels. You know when something's not right. Stay on them, man. Get the help you need. And fuck them if they don't think something's wrong with you. Yep, literally $850 for an ambulance. That shit is unreal. It's like 650 here. It's crazy. Yeah, she was awesome, man. She was awesome. Yep. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. You gotta stand up for yourself. That's what you gotta do, because they won't. They just like look at you as a piece of paper. They don't look at you as a human being that like has like wants and needs, and actually needs help. They like look at you as just some number on a piece of paper, and they're like, "All right, fuck it, get him out of here. He's fine." So thank you, Doc Severia. Yeah, I'm about to go myself. I am also about to go. It's been 2.5 hours. I got some videos to edit up, and I'm also getting hungry. So yeah, but hospitals are definitely scams. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out today. Y'all are the bomb.com. I appreciate y'all coming out and listening to me ramble for 2.5 hours. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the likes, the love, the support, the comments. Everything, man. Y'all are the shit. You guys make it worth doing what I do, and you make it worth going out here and dealing with all the bullshit that I got to deal with. So I love y'all, man. I know that like probably sounds dumb, and they're like, "Oh, why is it that?" But I love y'all for real. Y'all thebomb.com. Y'all be safe out there, man. Take that shit easy, all right? Squad, we're out. All right, be safe. See you guys. We